Where the fuck is McClay?
Local legend here in the valley. Signing, check out the Bogcast,
He's
guys.
the best. He gave me all my good ideas. Every idea I have, he gave it to me.
Bogcast, episode 52. Freddie, Germany. Take one.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Sweet, bro. Thank you. You just said it.
Oh, I can say it.
Here, actually hand it to me.
All right.
Sweet. Who's going to say action?
What?
Action.
This is the Bogcast, episode 52. We are brought to you by Bang Salon. Come get all your hair needs, including cuts, natural colors, vivid colors, extensions, shampoo and stylings, all under one roof at Bang Salon. Find and message Bang Salon on Instagram at Bang Salon at BANGDSALON. Use promo code
Bogcast
for 20% off your first visit. So come on down and get banged by Jordan. But if you really try to bang her, I'll fucking kill you. Cool.
All right. I just wanted to mention how
Also, check us out on Spotify, Google Play, all your favorite podcatchers. Like and subscribe. Give us some comments. Let us know what you guys think of the show.
Hell yeah.
Yes, please. I just want to mention that it's like it's funny seeing you do your podcast guy thing.
That was pretty cheesy. I don't
kinda,
really have that voice. I mean, it's an ad, so I just kind of do a cheesy voice with it. I don't know.
It's kind of hot, especially the death stare at the end. Like
you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I should keep it?
You should definitely keep that one.
Okay,
yeah.
sweet, thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are brought to you with one of my favorite people in the whole acting community here in Phoenix. His name is Freddie, Germany. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Am I really one of your favorites?
You are, dude. You're a top 3 for sure. And it sucks because I don't see you as much as I want to and hang out. And I hope after this we can start hanging out more again.
Yeah.
And actually, it made me wonder, when was the last time we saw each other?
It was definitely before you. It was when you lived on Roosevelt.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, like before you even moved into this place. So I'm probably thinking.
Not the cancer benefit, was it?
Oh shit! It was. It was that. That was the last time. It was me and Scott. Yeah. How long ago was that? Like.
Was that 2017? I can't remember.
Dude, time fucking flies when you get old. Let me tell you, it's crazy, dude.
Fucking 2017.
Yeah, dude, that was a long time ago.
We're like almost in 2020 right now.
And it's going to be
crazy.
fucking awesome soon.
Yeah.
Christmas time.
Oh, fuck Christmas. Christmas sucks.
I don't care about Christmas. I just care about the weather.
Yeah, the weather's cool.
I mean,
yeah,
I know.
The weather's nice now.
Makes fucking this town so much. It's amazing in this town when it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, the heat definitely sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get stressed out around Christmas time.
Yeah, everybody does. That's why it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's just like a marketing scheme.
Yeah. Yeah. I got like
everyone's supposed to be all happy, but deep down everyone's just stressed and pissed.
Yeah, I have a large family, so it's like I have uncles, aunties, nephews, like a bunch of them. I don't even know how many, like on each side. I'm like, I can't possibly.
Are you the type of person that buys gifts for everyone?
I can't.
Yeah,
it's
fuck
impossible.
That, dude.
I'll go broke.
I just tell people, don't give me anything because I'm not going to give you anything. Let's just hang out. I'd rather just hang out with the people I care about rather than buying them things, you know?
That's the other thing is it's the holiday just forces you to buy gifts for people that you love, but you should be doing that throughout the year on your own. Like, I don't think there should be a special day to do that. You know, I like giving gifts and surprising people, you know, when I can outside of that date. I think that makes it more special in a sense. You know?
Yeah,
because then there's Christmas, there's expectations, you know, people want things and people get greedy, and it's like, if you're a grown motherfucker, man, you still have a Christmas list, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And here's the other thing, like, it's so much cooler to just take a couple days that month and just fucking, you know, throw a little. Remember, we used to throw a party every fucking year on Christmas.
I did at my house, yeah.
At Christmas Day, that night, when everybody was done doing their family shit and just wanted to go chill, drink a couple beers, get drunk, fucking hang out. That was fucking fun.
I would spend like $500 just on liquor.
Yeah, that was crazy. Dude.
That sounds like Christmas to me, not this other shit that. Well,
yeah, spending time with family and friends.
Yeah, well, it's family, friends. I think I have a 4-year-old nephew, so I think I'm just gonna buy shit for him. Because really, that's like what it's all about is like the kids at some point. I was
going to say, you just have to pick and choose now at this point of who to get gifts for, so you might as well make it about the younger ones, right?
Yeah. Especially like what you said about the grown motherfuckers having Christmas lists.
Even birthday lists, like I mean, there's grown men that look forward to their birthdays and shit. I'm just like, and the grown men that have, it's my birthday month. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, the only people that know my birthday are the people that grew up with me. Like,
he's my best friend in the world, and I forgot his birthday. It was a week later, and like, and it tells you on Facebook.
Yeah. But like you said, when you get older, you don't fucking care. It's just another day.
I don't give a shit about my birthday. I don't even want people to acknowledge my birthday.
I use it as an excuse to just do stuff, but it shouldn't really be that way.
Yeah, you should do that every weekend.
You should be doing that anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you should be doing that every weekend, dude. You should be
just getting fucked up.
Just getting fucked up every weekend.
Whatever it takes, man.
I
can't anymore, but
no, you should be able to fucking have a good time every weekend. That's the sad part about what we do nowadays. We like say, oh, there's only a couple days a month where we can have a fucking good time. Bullshit. You can do stuff that you have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We should do that more often. We fucking worry about too much other bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta make time to fuck around.
Not I mean.
Especially if you're not fucking around all the time. Right on.
Yeah, you guys are right. I'm having a good time right now.
Sweet, man. I really appreciate you taking the time to come on, and I was really stoked, to catch up and stuff, man. So
yeah.
So anyway, I wanted to tell a quick story to McClay really quick of how I even know Freddie.
Okay.
So, because you have an integral part in how I even got into acting. I don't even know if you know that.
I do know that.
You do know that. Okay.
I do know that.
Yeah. So about 2 years ago, or it was probably about a year, I was working with DT and my coworker Patrick. I don't know if you ever met Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick was a cool dude.
Oh yeah. He he's like, he told me he was an actor, and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I acted in films and shit around here. And I was like, that is so fucking badass. Because, all of us, we've all been obsessed with movies and films, the behind the scenes, all that shit. Dude, when I was 3 years on the methadone, fucking locked in that apartment, all I did? I watched every movie of every commentary, every fucking, behind the scenes. I was obsessed with that shit. So when he said that he was filming a scene here in the Valley, I was like, you have to bring me onto that set. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Well, anyway, the shoot kept getting pushed back, and it was funny because he had a mustache and he looked just like what's that dude's name? Fuck, the guy from like not Community or Parks and Rec or one of those. The guy with the mustache that has that fucking.
I know who you're talking about. I don't
Ron
know
Swanson.
His name.
Okay. Oh, Ron Swanson.
Looked just like Ron Swanson. And for a year, he had this Ron Swanson mustache. Like, it was hilarious. And I always make fun of him and shit because they kept telling him, like, next week. And it was like a year later. Finally, he's like, dude, we're shooting this Friday. Or actually, we're shooting Thursday and Friday. And you can come on the set. I was like, fuck yeah, that's so badass. And so I go with him to the set. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget this, dude. As soon as we get there, this big buff black dude with a headset like an earpiece comes walking up to me and Patrick, and he's like the very sweetest, nicest dude ever, and he goes, hey man, you guys want a water? And then and Patrick's just like, yeah, 2 waters. And then this dude went off and grabbed the waters, and then Patrick's like and I'm like, whoa, he's an actor. This guy's grabbing waters for him. This is badass. And then he went to go. It was like this intricate fight scene that he had to practice and rehearse. And he goes to rehearse and shoot this. As a matter of fact, you know who choreographed the scene was Richard Ryan.
Yeah.
And so
I hear about him all the time.
And that was the first night I met Richard Ryan, and he was telling me he was on Investigative Discovery and just all this. I was like, I thought he was a star. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I wanted his autograph and shit. So he goes and he's training Patrick, and then, I've never been on a set, so I realized, there's a lot of dicking around time. You sit around more than anything, and I wasn't doing anything there. So, me and the big buff black dude ended up being Freddie. And we just started talking and bullshitting. And I'll never forget this. The makeup artist of the shoot, we were kind of just, sitting there talking. And I remember they needed like a big buff person for a shoot they were doing. And, hey, Freddie, will you be in my short film, blah, 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 blah. And I'm trying to pull the crew together. And I was just standing there and I was like, I don't know if there's anything I can even do, but I would love to help in any way. And Freddie took my name and all that. We exchanged Facebooks, bullshit a little bit more. The next Friday, actually, they shot too. That was the bar scene where I brought a bunch of extras and everything, and that's where Lonely Bar Guy number 3 came.
I remember that.
That's a whole other story. Anyway, so 3-4 weeks went by, and I think they said they were going to do it in 2 weeks, so I didn't think it was going to happen. And I don't know if I messaged you and I was like, is it still happening? Or you messaged me, but it ended up happening, the shoot, and you called me. And it was at your apartment, wasn't it?
Yes.
So we go to his apartment. I get there right away. I meet Ruben. Ruben's having me fucking set up lights and shit. I don't know anything about that. I'm just like, but I thought it was cool. And he was like a light dude, like a hardcore light dude. I was like, this dude's badass. So I was like the light guy on there. Kevin Phipps came onto that set as an extra.
He was on that set as an extra.
A few people that I realized that later on I became friends with that were there. And then I had so much fun just I think we had a second day of a shoot that was in a backyard, because I remember dressing like a pool and like a diner scene out back.
That was at Kelsey's place in Mesa.
Yeah. So there's actually a second shoot, and then I became friends with everybody on that set, and then I think another project sparked from that, and that's how actually I got into acting. Is I just did lights. Then the next one I would do slate. I did everything that you could think of besides acting, and then at one point they're like, we need an extra, and I started doing extra, and then I was like, that might be kind of cool if I had lines, and then just kind of got to where I am now. But he was the first motherfucker to get me into all this shit, so I owe a lot of
that's
gratitude.
Pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah. So I just want to say, fucking man, dude, y'all have a special place in my heart, man, for that, because seriously, man, because it means a lot, and that's another reason why you're one of my top 3 here for sure, man. So. Plus, hanging out with you, you're fun as fuck and funny as fuck. So,
man, much appreciated. That night, I was there completely on accident. Like, I was not supposed to be there.
Really?
PA.
Yeah. So that's what he was, as a PA.
Yeah,
which was just like an assistant.
I was a PA,
production assistant.
And Ruben, I remember Ruben.
So you were already friends with Ruben?
Yes. So
damn, you guys go way
back. It goes further than that. It's crazy that we met like 4 years ago, but I've known him since like 2013, the end of 2013, 2014. And I met him through the film school, because I went to film school
at SCC.
At SCC, yeah. And he was on one of the first projects with me, and it's kind of like the same thing how we met. It's kind of like that same cycle where it was he was doing shit forever, and he's been on a lot of big things. Like he did lighting for a scene in Transformers.
That's badass.
Yeah. So
that's so sick.
It's one of those things where I was just like a film school kid, and I wanted to be a producer, and Ruben was one of the first people that I met where he was like,
because it seems such a foreign world when you think of. I didn't even know films or anything was even shot here. I didn't even know there was a community. I mean, when you think about acting, you don't just be like, I want to be an actor. You think you have to go to LA. I realize every city has this community, and it's fucking badass. Yeah. It opened my eyes to all kinds of shit.
They're
so you just have to find that person to bring you into that world. And I guess for you it was Ruben.
Yeah. For me it was Ruben, because he was like, you want to be a producer? Just come produce with me. So then the first short film I did was for a little project that he was doing, and helped him out with that.
You probably met some people.
Yeah, I met more people and just snowballed from there. But that's when he actually casted me in the film. And
was he directing it, or?
He was directing it. So he actually casted me, and that's my first introduction to acting, and from there I was like, I'm gonna actually try to get good at this, and
that's what sparked it.
That's
cool.
So it's crazy. So for like, it's kind of like what he did. I was like, it's kind of like our story, but it was like before.
That makes me think of it's got to be a lot of people's stories.
Yeah.
Because I even get messages on Facebook all the time from people who, I want to get into this. How do I?
Yeah,
And they don't know. Or I want to get my daughter into this. And, oh, here's a couple of sites. You know what I mean? And, you know, you get to those sites and then it opens up a whole other world.
Yeah.
To castings and things like that. So.
But yeah.
So why was it a accident that you were there?
Because I had to work the next morning, and it was on a weekday, and it was we were there late. Remember, we were there from it had to have been like past midnight that we were there, and I wasn't too sure, and he actually messaged me like an hour like before we had to be on set and everything, and I wasn't sure I could.
That's crazy, dude. If you never went, I might have not have ever got into it. Who knows?
Yeah. So it's.
Well, I remember when that happened because you were living at my house at the time.
Was I?
Yeah, dude.
Was,
shit.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because that was in January, and I didn't move. excuse me, to downtown until that summer.
Yeah, and because I remember the first time you started talking about it, and you made a comment like, holy shit, there's a fucking like a community here that actually does that shit. I remember thinking to myself, what? There's a fucking acting community here in Phoenix? You know what I mean? Like,
well, not just acting, but filmmakers.
That's what I mean. Like, that's what I mean. The whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's a huge community here that nobody knows about. And there's a ton of communities like that, not just the filmmaking community.
No shit.
There's a ton of shit that we have no idea is going on right underneath our noses that's probably really fucking cool.
Yeah, like that fucking robot guy.
That fucking robot
See
guy.
that robot right there? Like, I bought that robot, and then I look him up on Instagram. He's just this genius woodmaker. He makes like the baddest robots you've ever seen.
Oh shit!
And that just makes me think there's millions of geniuses out there just like this guy.
Big shout out to my homie Chuck. Check out my home. We gotta fucking get Chuck on here sometime, dude. That's what I mean. Like, you run into these people that just have these crazy fucking passions, woodworking, fucking photography, acting, whatever. There's people out there that fucking doing really cool shit, dude.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to promote on here.
So maybe accident wasn't the best word.
Yeah, it was fucking synchronicity, man.
Yeah, it just was meant to happen.
Synchronicity.
It just wasn't. I wasn't sure that I was supposed to go there, but that's kind of like the thing with life. Like, it's not. You can't really.
Fucking A.
Like, great things are just not planned. Like, it's just like you just happen to be at one place at a
networking
specific time,
too.
and it's
networking.
just like, yeah, you're like, oh, I don't know if I could go to this shit, but then you end up going, and then you end up finding, more opportunities and meeting like people who are like more so like what you plan on doing isn't always what happens, and sometimes even something better comes from it, especially when something bad happens. Because in 2016, I didn't wake up and say, I want to be an actor this year. That was not even on my fucking agenda. But the thing was, the other crazy part is it was such an important part of time in my life that I needed that, because I was just coming off like a really bad, troubled, crazy, fucked up time. Yeah. And I was living with him. He helped me get out of some crazy shit. And I was just coming out of my shell again after a few years of just doing all these crazy things, and finding this community was just exactly what I needed. Just the because of the camaraderie that's within everybody, and just how it's just so different than the music scene. Not to talk shit about the music scene, but I was in bands and stuff for a long time. Yeah. And I remember that.
I mean, there's obviously the huge difference of being in a band. You have to worry about all these other dudes. When you're acting, it's just on you. Obviously. Yeah. But also the like when you're in a band, it's like in the scene. You're obviously always working on your own, like, say, movie, but it's your music, your albums, like your movie, right?
You have to like visualize.
But you're supposed to go and support everyone else's movies, but no one ever really does. So there's only the collaborative effort within your group of your movie of those 4 or 5 people. But with the film community, everyone's fucking helping everyone else's movies, and it's such a more collaborative.
There's not a lot as much infighting.
Yeah.
No, people are actually collaborating together, more, which helps everything.
I mean, there's a lot of shit talking, but not as much,
Yeah, that's any fucking thing.
There's
humans
do.
Yeah, there's so many things that I just kind of went to just to help out with that I just never got any credit or anything. I was just doing it just to do it because I actually love doing this so much.
You mean like free work?
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, yeah, just our helping friends out. Cause I have a bunch of friends in the community that need, they need to prep for lighting and all this other stuff, and I just come through and help them. So, yeah, it's just
I like to help out for free too if I have to. You know,
Yeah.
if I have the day open and
if I have the day open, exactly. It's good just to be in that like creative process with like just other people. It's just to
well, I mean, I just know some people that they get to some point and they're like, I don't do free shit anymore. like they're fucking movie stars and shit.
Yeah.
But they don't realize the free shit sparks paid shit.
Yeah.
Because I've met
Yeah.
most of my biggest paid things that I've gotten because of free shit I did, and I met somebody and they recommended me or something, you know. So I don't ever want to give that up because also I like doing it. I love doing it. Even if it's being an extra, like people shit on extra work. I don't mind sitting in the background because A, I'm probably going to meet a couple cool motherfuckers on the set. B, I get to see someone else's process and see how you get to be a fly on the wall on the set, and you can really learn if you're not fucking around being that asshole taking pictures everywhere fucking just so you can be cool on social media. You could actually learn a lot of shit on the set of any project, especially like shitty ones, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I learn more off of shitty projects of what not to do than, you know, sometimes the better ones.
Definitely, yeah, the better ones, yeah, exactly. So. That's true. I've definitely learned more off of the shittier stuff that I've done too.
Like what not to do?
Yeah.
Are we good on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, in film school, that's just like, I guess that's what it is. Like, we'll just put you out here, see if you can survive. And, you know, whatever you do, you know, it's always going to be trash anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of weird.
But
like,
it's cool they give you the equipment to do all that. They give you awesome equipment.
And you learn with a lot of people that you end up probably networking with.
Oh, yeah.
You probably still work with a lot of people you went to school with.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I was telling a friend about this earlier. I was like, I don't regret not going because
I was just gonna ask you that.
Yeah, I don't regret not going because it was. I don't really the class shit didn't really help me out as much as just
the hands-on.
And meeting people. Like, yeah. So I would.
It's more for that than the knowledge, you'd say.
Yeah, exactly. Like. The classes are just kind of like whatever. You can learn
on YouTube.
Yeah, you can learn on YouTube. And a lot of like the big directors don't even go to fucking film school. Like
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I've had people who've gone to film school say don't go to film school. You can learn this on YouTube. Yeah, but I've also had people say what you said. It's good for the networking and you get that hands-on of the best. They have really good equipment there, right?
Yeah.
Is it SEC?
Yeah, and it's like not finishing or finishing. That's not gonna do anything. Like, it's not gonna measure like if you finish all the way through, you're gonna be successful instantly. When people who like haven't gone or even dropped out are like some of the most successful people.
Oh, for sure. You can't just because they have the degree gauge.
Yeah.
But don't you have to at some place kind of it helps to learn at least the jargon and how to do a movie and that type of stuff, how to film a movie?
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
But you can get that just going on the sets and on YouTube or just watching the commentaries.
Yeah, that's true.
It's still helpful because it's baby. Like
I appreciate it a lot. It's
still helpful because it's like with anything, it's just practice. Like
cheers, brother.
Yep, cheers. It's just practice. It's like it's like you're not gonna have that place where you're constantly like learning about. You're not gonna have that place where you're like constantly like have to go work on a film project because for a grade or whatever. You know? So,
well, what's crazy is you can learn the jargon even deep in the game because I saw this badass little video on the guy that directed Shazam, but he's also directed Lights Out, and he's from Sweden and he got successful off a 2-minute short that he did.
Oh fuck yeah, bro!
And fucking
fuck yeah,
and it's a long story, but it's just crazy. I highly suggest watching. I wish.
Dude, there's been some of the shorts in the.
But what I was getting just really quick is that when they hired him for a Hollywood big picture, I think it was either Lights Out or Shazam, and he didn't even know what like sound roll and all that shit. Like, and he was like worried about it. But he realized you just have to have everyone around you, at the top of their game.
Fucking
and then it's just all about telling them your vision.
Well, yeah, and you got to meet those people too. So here's a question I got for both of you. When you're first getting out, when you first got out of film school, or even maybe in film school, I don't know. And now, and like where you guys are at now, when you first started, you end up spending more money than you do making money. I mean, how does that work? Like,
hang on one second.
I mean, you got to be doing a lot of free stuff. Okay. I mean, how do you do that? Is it just a grind that you got to figure out places and there's a couple years, months?
Yeah. like for my situation, yeah, it was like that because some of like your final projects in school you have to pay for out of pocket. So like I had to pay for, we didn't do digital, we had to do film and shit, and that shit cost a lot of money, and it's just paying for locations and stuff. So yeah, actually, yeah, coming out of film school, I was actually like in the hole as far as, you know,
how
making
long did
money.
that last? Did that last a couple of years out of film school? I mean, did you start making money right off the jump or what?
I started making money more when I started acting more, because just like there's just more opportunities. There's more opportunities with like paid acting work than there is like trying to do a film thing. From my perspective, that's not everybody, but
yeah, I missed it. But you said you had to pay for the film at the school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was like pricey. I remember other students.
Yeah, we had to order from Kodak, bro, and mine was like $500
for how many feet? Does it?
I forgot how many feet. It was like
$500.
It was like 4 rolls.
So depending on how much you want to shoot for your project depends on how much money you put into the film.
Yeah.
Was this for 16 millimeter?
Yeah.
Because you have to shoot your first project on. That's what's interesting too, McClay, is because I actually shot with Scott. I did Scott's.
Yeah, I remember that.
You have to shoot your first project on 16 millimeter.
Everybody does.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's crazy, and this is one of the first sets I was on too, which was interesting because I got to see Scott, you know, fuck with it, and it's a pain in the ass because you have to have like I think it was a tape measure to get the lighting, and it's just so different. Dialing in the lighting and everything than anything else because it's so raw and original. They just make you do that. I think it's cool.
Yeah. I think it's cool too. It's just it's pricey, but I thought I said I would like never film. After that, I was like, I'll never film on film again. I'll never use I'd always use all digital always. But yeah, there is that rawness to it that I do kind of like.
But can't you make that?
Yeah, you can just
in
make
digital.
Yeah, you can just make it grainy. And
I know, but
it's just a different. It's just a different experience.
Yeah,
filming with it. Yeah,
that's why my 2 favorite directors is Quentin Tarantino and Christopher Nolan, and they're both opposite. Quentin Tarantino is all about film, and that's why I love him. He's one of the last real filmmakers bringing original like film movies into the theater, to compete with these big blockbusters. But then Christopher Nolan's the exact opposite. He's IMAX, digital, you know what I mean? But I love both. I love all of it.
Here, dude.
But when you're Quentin Tarantino, you don't have to worry about changing the film and all that shit.
No, you don't. You don't have to. You just just like
he has guys that do all that.
At that point, it's just like, you know what, like fuck it, I'm just gonna shoot on film, and we're gonna like it anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, yeah. So, what was we were talking about?
Oh, the money.
Yeah, the money. I think I lost a lot of money filmmaking, but I made. I
know, but how? Did you make films?
You have
yourself?
to spend money to make them, dude.
Well, I get that. I'm asking him personally. I didn't know he made films.
Yeah. Like I produced a couple. I produced the project with Scott, and that cost a lot of money too. We shot in Flagstaff, and
you don't make money off those when you film them, right? You just kind of just put them out there.
You kind of and project I did last year, that cost a little bit of money. It wasn't that bad because I had other people on there with me that were willing to do the same thing. But
everyone knows making a movie is a gamble.
Yeah, it wasn't until he dipped his fucking toe in the acting.
Yeah, that's where you're gonna make
That's
money.
when I was like, oh, you just had to. You show up. Here's $500. You do. I did a one of those like instructional videos for police officers and stuff.
Yeah, you get paid a grip.
Yeah, it was like, here's $500 for just that day.
I know.
And then,
some of the background extra shit I've gotten $500 to $1,000, $2,000. You know what I'm saying?
That's what.
I'll just pay my rent for 3-4 months and be good.
Yeah, like don't shit on like the background extra stuff, especially in LA.
No, hustle that
especially
shit,
in LA.
bro.
Yeah, because
can't hate the hustle.
I have friends, went to the artist box with me that are in LA now paying their rent.
Off extra work?
Off extra work.
I've met people, I've done extra work out there, and I've met people who are pretty much full-time extras. They do it every single day. They work the system of all the different casting extra networks that are out there.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're doing game shows, like game show audience work. You get paid a lot, and then in the meantime they're obviously trying to act. So when they have gigs, they get real gigs. So that's what the attitude is different out here. Like out here it's like, oh, you're doing extra work. Oh, but out there everyone's doing extra work when they're not acting. Like no one's getting they're not going to cast you and be like, oh, you were on that game show in the background. We're not going to get, you know what I mean? Like they don't give a fuck. They only care about the performance.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
You said the artist box. So you went to the artist box?
Yes.
So
graduate.
I ran
twice. Yeah.
I ran into Kevin and Alan at the fucking Todd McFarlane thing.
Alan told me that.
It was fucking cool as shit, dude. I was like surprised as fuck.
Yeah. So what was that? So wasn't it like meeting him? Have you met him before?
Cool. Yeah, dude, he's a cool motherfucker, man. If there's anybody that lives in the Phoenix area, if you ever get a chance to go fucking meet or get something signed by Todd McFarlane, go do it. He's a cool motherfucker, one of the best creators in the game. He really doesn't do much stuff other than in his home, like in Arizona. He'll do like 1 or 2 events a year outside of Arizona. But if he does something here, it's cool shit. It's really cool. And he's really, dude, he walked up and down the whole entire line of all the people in line and took selfies with them before he started signing.
Did you get one?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
So I handed him a fucking sticker, and instead of getting a selfie with him, I'm like, here, dude, just take these stickers, And he fucking took them. I mean, he probably trashed them.
Away,
yeah, he probably like, I don't give a fuck.
Fuck this.
But the cool fucking thing is he's really personable. Dude, I fucking snagged a Bogcast video with him, fucking, when he was joking about it. But anyways, so I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm with Kyle. Shout out to Kyle. Guys, check out Absolute Geek Podcast. And where everybody's talking, there's all these fucking, speculators that we know in the game and shit, Bird City Comics.
Yeah, you see a lot of people.
Yeah, all the people we know. And then all of a sudden I hear fucking Alan, and I'm like, holy shit. And fucking Alan's there, Kevin's there. So that was fucking cool. I wish I got a fucking picture with him, but I'm a fucking moron when I do that shit.
Aw.
I made a fucking grip of money though.
So did you get a autograph?
No, dude. Instead of an autograph, I just got we met one of our buddies there, and he had some extra books, so I just got the because he was only doing one signature per person, so I got like an extra book of his signed. But he had these exclusive comics there that he was selling for $25 a piece, where you can only get them there, and they're only given 2 per person, right? So I got a couple extra, one of the buddies that we were there didn't want an extra set, so I just bought his set, and instantly people were selling them for $500. Dude.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Was there a cutoff of how many people could be there, or is it just as many people showed up?
It lasted all night, dude. It was until the last person was there, and he was there all night, man.
How many people were there, you think?
Couple thousand, easy.
Shit.
Yeah. His wife was there, the real Wanda. She signed a couple of.
What do you mean?
His wife is named Wanda, and she was the editor of the first 3 issues. And so that's why Al in Spawn, his wife's name's Wanda. Todd McFarlane's real daughter is named Cyan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, and it's cool, on the back of one of the exclusive comics, you flip it over and it says Day 1 Spawn, and it's Todd holding his real daughter Cyan, as a baby, and then it says Day because he broke a Guinness World Record, right, for the longest comic that has been ongoing, a creator-owned,
independent, right?
Yeah, independent creator-owned superhero comic.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And it was fucking big deal, you know what I mean? And so anyways, what was I fucking saying? So his, on the back, and then it says day 301 or issue 301, and he's standing next to Cyan, and she's a fucking doctor now, you know what I mean? It's really fucking cool. Yeah. So, but his wife Wanda came, like, I've never been to the Alamo Draft House. That place is bad as fuck.
I went like 3 weeks ago. I went and saw Hellraiser.
That place is bad as fuck, dude. You got to go to that place.
That place is bad.
I've been there.
Yeah. Oh, you've been there? All right.
It is bad as fuck.
As soon as we went in, the line went in. Todd's sitting there. His booth is set up, and he's signing, right? And he's got the letterer who's been on since issue 1, 27 years.
What does that mean?
He's the guy that does the lettering. He draws the letters.
So there's a different guy that does that from the drawings?
Yeah. So anyway, he was there signing too, and so his wife was there too, right?
How big of a deal is the letterer, though? I mean,
a big fucking deal, especially.
Are you talking
Spawn.
about the dialogue?
Yeah, remember, it's got a unique look to it, dude.
Spawn's does from everybody else's.
Yeah, everybody's has a little bit of a unique look to it, dude.
Okay.
Like,
I
that's
didn't
a
think
big
of that.
deal.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Like the big splash pages where the lettering's really big. It's probably got a cool fucking unique.
So
like,
everyone kind of has their own font.
Yes, exactly.
That's cool.
So, anyways, when you walk in, he's signing his shit, and he's got the guy with him, and there's a bar right there, dude. And then the theaters are, like a regular theater, but you can sit at the bar and eat and drink. So we were like the first couple of people in line, so we just pulled up to the bar and ate. We were fucking hungry, and so we just chilled there, and all of a sudden, fucking Todd McFarlane's wife walks over, and she's got a fucking one of the signature sheets, like a ballot signature thing, because she wants to do something with politicians making money off of running for office. She said, she's like, that still happens, and da-da-da. So I'm like, yeah, we'll sign it. And one of my buddies knew who she was, and he's like, hey, will you sign my issue? And she's like, well, I only sign issue 1 through 3, really, because those are the only ones I worked on. We're like, what? And she was the editor for the first 3 issues.
What?
She quit doing it because in issue 3, when that issue where that killer has all the cuts the fingers off all the kids and is using them to do finger painting, she didn't believe in that. She's like, Todd, you can't do that. And Todd's like, I'm gonna do it. And she's like, well, then I'm done. She's like, I'm done being your editor then.
Damn.
And he's like, okay. But she's cool as shit, dude. She told
signed?
us, yeah, she sat there for like 15, 20 minutes and bullshitted with us, and
That's crazy.
she's cool as fucking hell, man.
That's
Yeah.
badass. Wow.
Anyways, artist box. So that kind of reminded me of Kevin and fucking and Alan, and I just noticed that a class
that,
just
right?
a class just graduated.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so you went through what, two rounds of that?
You did Meisner twice?
No, there was Meinzer was the first one.
Here you go, bro.
And there was a second class. It was Method, the one that we we met in, and well, we didn't meet there, but the one we went to together. And there was a graduation for that too. So so graduated both classes, and yeah, but I want to talk about Spawn, because that fucking HBO show was...
Bro, then you're going to be super
What
stoked,
show?
dude. The HBO show was the best. The animation?
Spawn animation?
Yeah.
But the movie was bad, but the HBO show was the best, dude.
That was...
When did that come out?
Like
the 90s.
Right after Spawn started. Like,
So that's on HBO now?
no, you can get it on... You can watch it on YouTube, dude.
It's on Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Amazon
Prime.
It was dark as fuck. It was evil.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I don't...
That's what Todd's doing. So that's his whole thing. Like, he's taking a lot of shit because he's making the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing it forever, but he's finally getting, like, the ball rolling. Like, he's got Jamie Foxx playing fucking Spawn.
What do you think of that?
I think that's dope, because the whole reason you're not going to see him very often. Spawn's supposed to be the boogeyman, dude. He's going to be in the shadows. It's all about Sam and Twitch, the 2 detectives. So that's genius. That's like True Detective style.
That is badass.
Like fucking, but with a boogeyman. You know what I mean? That's fucking doing crazy shit. Like Seven. You know what I mean?
Right.
Are the detectives cast?
No, but he's shooting high. He's aiming for the stars. He originally said he wants somebody like Leonardo DiCaprio to play
Brad.
To play
that would
who?
be bad. To play one of Sam or Twitch.
Hmm.
One of the 2 detectives.
Man.
It's gonna be an R-rated horror movie though. It's an R-rated horror movie. So
Todd said that, or you said that?
Todd said that.
Leo?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
don't think Freddie likes it.
It's well, I it's
I think it's cool. I think it's cool that he doesn't want. He's like, Hollywood already fucked up my shit once, so I'm not gonna let him do it this time. I'm gonna do it on my fucking own, and that's why it's taken so long.
Did you like the Spawn movie when it first came out when you were a kid?
Fuck yeah, I thought it was cool when it first came out. I liked it when
it first came out too, but I was like,
it's cheesy now though.
I was like 7 years old, so it's
you know, one of the guys who was it I was talking to? Somebody was talking to me about. There was somebody I was talking to that was talking about when that movie came out. they were a kid and they fucking took their fucking toys to the fucking opening of that show just because they were so into it that they wanted people to like know, hey, I've been reading Spawn, you know.
I'm not a poser.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. I think that's exactly what the person said. Like, I'm not a fucking poser. I'm into this shit.
I'm really into this shit.
I'm OG.
Yeah, I'm of this life.
Yeah,
I'm not here to jump on the bandwagon because there's a movie out. I know this shit.
When I'm old enough, I'm getting attacked.
Yeah.
I know the Spawn shit in and out. Okay, motherfuckers.
I wore a mask at Star Wars once, but it was after 9/11. So let me bring it in. So I wanted to let people.
So they saved you.
I wanted to let people know what's up.
They saved you.
Yeah.
I'm not a poser. I have a mask.
I'm not a Spawn poser. I got the video game. I got the fucking cape.
The video game's the cape.
I got the mask. I got all the shit, motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, you know, I'm not a poser. Fucking, I'm on mushrooms, motherfucker. I'm a real fucking fan. I do this shit on fucking mushrooms.
Fuck.
All right, so what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about like some more acting stuff? Let's see.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. So what was your experience at the artist box? You like that? What was that? What was that like?
I like it. I liked it so much that I've taken like some time off from all this shit, and just because I had personal shit going on.
No, I know.
And
yeah, that's the crazy thing. We all have to fucking work that 9 to 5 or fucking have something.
Yeah, and it's like I actually ended up going back. Like I'm back in the class again, just because I feel like it's like the only.
You're taking classes right now?
Yeah,
well, that's cool.
It's just like kind of like I'm only gonna do it for like a little bit, but it's just like I need that
refresher.
I may like because it's like I feel like it's the same thing with like I notice with like my training and stuff. I'm like I need that habit of just constantly going.
Yeah, to stay motivated.
Yeah, and like when I don't.
So what it is because you're surrounding yourself with other people who are wanting to get better.
Yeah,
and when you see them, it kind of probably keeps you inspired and motivated more too. It's hard to stay motivated as an actor when you're not, especially if you're not getting work. You know what I mean? Because you're by yourself. Like, how do you practice? I mean, you can practice by yourself.
Yeah,
obviously,
that's kind of
and I can't.
Weird.
It's weird,
and I can't do that. And it's just kind of like that thing where it's like it's just the only place where it's like week after week that I'm gonna be like constantly doing this.
You know, I attribute it to any art form that you have to practice it and stay something with it every week, and that's how
stay sharp.
One way of doing that.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Stay sharp.
Yeah, Joey Diaz talks about it all the time. You know, he loses his mojo. That's why he'll do those $5 spots. He doesn't need the $5. He just does it because he knows.
Yeah, it's fucking like a steroid shot.
He needs a spot once a week.
It's the reason why like I look at it, like it's the reason why professional athletes train train a bunch just to get to that when they get to that game, you know. And it's just that's just how I am. Not everybody's like that, but it's just that's just me. So
do you have any projects you're working on right now?
I am producing two short films.
That's cool.
Right now.
So you're be more broke?
Huh?
You're about to be more broke?
Yeah, I'm about to be more broke. Thankfully it's with a really good friend of mine, and it's something to kind of, because I haven't, I did produce a project last year, but that was smaller, and these two things are gonna be smaller too, but it's just like I want to focus on I want to focus on just things being like just scaled back and just focusing on like the simplicity and just the performance of it, like just people being people. Like I don't want to do all this I know it's like the artsy thing or whatever, but it's like I just want to
be more real.
Yeah, be more real and not focus on a bunch of other shit going on that's gonna especially cost me a bunch of money.
Are you talking about like sets and background things?
Yeah. These two things I'm working on is just gonna be one set. Yeah.
That's a problem. Is a lot of people write scripts that they can't really afford to shoot, but then they shoot
really
it
fucking hard to shoot. Yeah,
like then it looks like dog shit. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah,
you can't really shoot people shooting sci-fis and shit, and it's like, what the fuck?
Well, let me ask you something. Do you have to be like that bad, or like can a good editor save that shit? Can a good editor make something good? Wouldn't it be smart to spend more money
on the factors,
with an editor?
There's bad acting, but if it looks like dog shit and you can tell the the picture itself, the framing, like the background sets, you could tell if it looks bad. You could tell when it looks not professional, no matter how good you edit it. I mean,
yeah,
if it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah, because I would think that a lot of like the terrible films that you've seen. Like,
I mean, things can be saved in editing. I mean,
I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of talented people like in the editing bay and all aspects of that shit. I bet there's a bunch of like great people working on that.
Most of those people are the editors, though.
Yeah,
working on that stuff, and it's just I guess it just depends, really. But yeah, if it's bad performances, then there's no saving that shit.
Yeah.
you know, yeah. And it's not really, I want to say it's not really, shits. I just lost my train of thought. Yeah.
We're high, but,
yeah.
Don't look at me.
So, Mark, what about your projects, Keith? Because we haven't talked in forever, and I think a bunch of this, a lot of this is us like catching up again.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to know what is Keith Obit doing that's so busy where he can't return.
I knew this was gonna come.
He can't return any of my phone calls.
I'm editing this part out.
I just want to talk for like
it's already
10
been
minutes.
it's done. It's stopped. No, I'm just joking.
It's the talk right
Thanks,
there.
bro. Cut. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, so I just want to know what's so important where I can't get like 10, 15 minutes.
I don't have an answer for that.
Oh,
You do. You deserve that.
Okay.
The Bogcast.
The podcast. No. I mean, to be completely honest, I don't really like to talk about it a lot, but I just been sidelined by an injury.
Oh.
And
okay.
I honestly haven't even been acting this year at all. I'm shooting a feature right now, but it's only because it's something that we've been trying to get on the ground for the last 2 years, and it was just we have to do it in a sense.
Yeah.
Just because the timing's right. But I shot another true crime doc in February, but besides that, like, I haven't gone in nearly any auditions, just the ones that my agency gives me, just because usually they're more higher paying gigs and stuff like that. But besides that, I don't audition in LA anymore. I'm just taking the time off to but because of that, it honestly, I don't even want to really talk about it. It just restricts me from what I'm doing, even in my personal life, even hanging out with people. Like, I honestly don't go anywhere. So it's not anything personally against you. Like, I actually if I was healthier, I would be hanging out with you all the time, dude. So I really apologize for that. I feel bad about that. Seriously.
Okay. So
seriously. So once I'm healthier, dude, I'll be all over the place. So I'm trying to stay as active as I can. Luckily, with this podcast, this is something I can still do, within my means, and still be creative. Get to hang out with my best friend and hang out with all the people in the acting world. But honestly, another thing is I'm writing a short myself that I want to shoot next year and stuff. So I like to have filmmakers and actors on, and just ask about their process, things like that. So.
I just wanted to know. Just wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk. I don't even want to hang out because I don't. Here's the thing about me. Like, I don't want to go anywhere either. Like, I just was like going out to do shit. Fuck that.
You're up the street, dude. You can come by whenever you want.
Huh?
You can come by whenever you want.
Yeah,
all the time. I didn't realize how close you were.
I
thought you were in fucking Bumfuck Egypt with
Bumfuck Egypt.
Didn't you live with Ruben?
Yeah. Me and
I thought you. That's another thing. I thought you lived so far that, and I just started driving again within the last probably 4 or 5 months. So that's another thing. I couldn't drive anywhere. I had a DUI and shit. So
I just started driving last 2 weeks ago. I just started driving again.
Because of DUI? Or?
No, not because of DUI. Thank God.
Just by choice?
No.
Maybe that saved him from a bunch of DUIs.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't driving.
No, there was some things going on, but it wasn't as bad as DUI. But
that's good.
Yeah. But I'm just feeling motivated and creative.
So are you not acting right now? In any projects?
Other than the class, I'm trying to.
Do you audition and shit?
Other than the class, yeah. Yeah, I do, but I don't really. You're not gonna hear about me auditioning because I just feel like that's something that we should be doing anyways.
I know.
Like,
I get that. I know what you're saying.
yeah, I feel like that's just like something we should be doing.
Yeah, that's how you get your jobs.
I'm not gonna put out there like
Every audition you do.
in the car, like this car selfie, like auditioning time.
Yeah, just keep it with the dick pics. That's what I like, bro.
And that's what you like?
Yeah, just keep those up.
Okay.
Those are my favorite ones.
I'm happy. I'm
They're gonna be in the Ladmo bag.
I'm happy I'm doing that right. All right. But no, other than these two projects, and I just actually feel like I just actually came back like 3 weeks ago trying to do more stuff. So yeah, I'll definitely be going to more auditions and shit like that. A lot of photo shoots and shit.
Those are high paying usually, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, there's
What do you mean, like photo shoots? Like for
well.
like when you see those training fucking test manuals that you gotta take and shit
yeah,
like
dude,
that?
those are very high paying.
Yeah,
I just
Yeah.
saw my most highest paying.
I just did like an ad for a it's one of these like back relief vests. I did it like it was literally like in mid-October, and I did pretty well on it. But it's
I was wondering because I got the NHL like game center on the internet where I watch all the NHL games, and whenever they go to a commercial like in the normal TV show, the NHL plays their own commercials, but they're like outside things. They're not like for NHL. But they play it over and over and over. Like you see that commercial every commercial break. So it got me to thinking, if you got one of those commercials that is in one of those things and they play it so many times, you could get a ton of money from that, right?
No, well, it depends on the buyout and the contract and all that and how big.
yeah,
it
that's
is.
depend on that.
Like if you're the lead, also
like if
in
it's like
it.
an American Express fucking commercial or something like that.
Yeah,
That could be big money, I bet.
Yeah, if you're the lead actor for sure. Yeah,
Fuck yeah, man.
and it depends on if they want to do like the royalty thing, like.
Because sometimes
you can take money up front.
Yeah,
because sometimes they're like $2,000 to $5,000 as buyouts or whatever, and there's just like a one-time fee,
but
then
you don't get royalties.
Yeah, and then
if
and
you
then
want royalties, they'll give you like a couple $100.
Yeah, then it's something like if they want to run it for another 2 years, they'll pay you that again or something like that. Like if the ad keeps going.
Yeah,
right. It does depend on contract.
But if you become like a flow. Or like you become the iconic person for
the
that.
phone guy.
Yeah, the phone guy. Like you become that person that's, known for that brand. That's where you make the big bucks.
Yeah,
that's right.
So
yeah,
but yeah, definitely photo shoots. I did a photo shoot for what was it? Volvo trucks. For, like their tires.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like a 2-hour shoot, and then fucking it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Exactly.
What time are we at?
We are fucking at we got 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes.
Yep.
I want to talk about health and fitness, man.
Okay, that kind of goes into it because I dabble into bodybuilding a bit, and a lot of the guys I watch, because they do the shows and all that, they're always like my trainer for I had last time, he's always like, no, the money's not into the bodybuilding shit. The money's actually into the modeling, like the fitness modeling and stuff. Like,
yeah, because that bodybuilding shit's fucking weird.
Yeah. Wait a minute. When you say the bodybuilding, you're talking about when you're doing the posing and
that
shit?
shit's weird.
Yeah, when you're doing the posing and shit.
You did that?
I'm training for one right now.
Oh, that shit's weird, dude.
Yeah. So and it's funny because like I'm actually gonna lose money doing it because I have to pay for a trainer. I gotta pay my own food and diet, and then it's like,
are you gonna
just to be in the show? You have to pay $300.
At least you're not like a white guy that's up there with the fucking spray tan, dude.
Did you see
that fucking spray tan?
You know when I posted that picture of that kid that walked in? Was that you?
No. Which one?
Did someone posted like a meme, but it was a bodybuilder with all the spray tan, but you see him missing like a baby.
Oh,
but then you see the baby and like because the baby just walked right into it, and it's got all over its face and chest and shit.
What the fuck?
So
what the fuck is
that shit's fucking weird, dude.
Do you have to? God, I forgot what my question was.
I have to pose. Yes.
Pose. Do you know how to do all that?
Do I have to spray tan? Yeah, I have to spray tan too.
Really?
Even now I'm super dark. Yeah, I'm like too.
That shit's fucking weird, dude.
But you might win.
Huh?
You think you'll win?
I want to win. Like, I'm not doing it to get any other place but first.
Okay, let's talk about the training regimen. You're doing it right now?
Yeah.
And it includes Blue Moon?
So here's the thing. I haven't. So I'm actually like ahead of schedule because I'm not trying to do it until 2020. And we weighed myself, and I'm like 9% body fat, and I'm like 175 pounds right now, which I shouldn't be this light this early. So it's really just kind of pacing myself. I don't want to start doing it like killing myself with diet and shit until like a month out, you know.
But you do the training part of it?
Yeah.
What's that consist of?
Training part of it. It's really fast paced.
Well, I mean, like how many times a week, how many times a day, things like that.
Every day. I'm not supposed to do every day, but I do.
I got a fucking question. Are you more fucking vegetable based on your fucking protein or animal based?
Animal based.
Great question.
Really?
Yes. I eat steak all the time. Steak and chicken all the time, and fish and stuff. But it's it's really fast paced.
You ever see anybody that's been more vegetable based?
No.
Really?
No.
You don't see those vegetarian or vegan fucking bodybuilders?
I do. I don't know them, but I've seen them. Yeah.
He was telling me about this crazy fucking documentary. What's that
Game
called?
Changer on Netflix. Have you seen that? I highly recommend watching it.
It might fucking be a game changer for you, bro.
Yeah, I haven't been on Netflix. I haven't been on Netflix in like months, just because I get so overwhelmed with all the shit that's on there. Yeah, so I'm scared of it.
Everything just ends up in your queue and you never watch it.
Yeah, like I spend like more time scrolling through the menu, figuring out what I'm gonna watch than actually watching.
And then you play and you're like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, and they scroll some more into something else. So
yeah, it's stressful.
So that's yeah, so I haven't been on Netflix in forever, but I'll check. Now as you recommend it, I know where to go, so I don't get scared.
Just the synopsis really quick. It's just about former UFC fighter. He's a bad motherfucker. He trains Navy SEALs pretty much how to kill motherfuckers. Like all the shit you can't do in UFC, like all the illegal moves.
Yeah.
But he goes on a quest around the world on why meat is bad for you. And he talks to all the top athletes in the entire world at their game, and they're all fucking vegetarians and shit. And he like Nate Diaz.
Yeah, I know Nate Diaz.
Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. All these motherfuckers. And they even they do blood tests. There's more to it. There's like science and blood tests of just the inflammation it causes and the cancer. I mean, I eat meat myself. I don't eat red meat. I eat chicken and things like that. But I just watched it yesterday, and I'm thinking to myself, man, this is actually the best quote that I heard in the whole thing, dude. Is I forgot who it was, but he was this badass athlete, fucking ripped as a motherfucker, and he's like, people always ask me, hey, how are you ripped like an ox, but you're a vegetarian? He goes, because I don't eat the ox, I eat like an ox. And what do oxes eat? Or plants and all that shit. And they also go into the science of how when you're getting the proteins from cows and all that, where do you think they're getting their proteins from? They're just the middleman of the protein to the vegetables. You know what I mean? So you don't need them. You could just go to the vegetables, which makes I can't believe I never thought of that myself before. Yeah. Like so you're not like getting any like special animal protein. It's like kind of like a myth.
Well, the crazy thing is that there's people that do it the exact opposite too, where all they do, like Jordan Peterson, dude does is eat fucking.
I thought it was his daughter. Was he does it? He does.
His daughter does it too.
But she has a
autoimmune disease.
Yeah,
but that's
very
all.
Rare autoimmune
that's all.
disease.
Any fucking malady is an inflammation, something caused by inflammation. That's every fucking malady that we have is caused by inflammation. You know, it's either a defense mechanism because of inflammation or it's the inflammation itself, you know, and there's ways to stop that.
Rick Simpson oil.
We're different. Fucking A, Rick Simpson. I'll shout out to fucking Chris Martin and Hempful Farms, man.
Fuck yeah.
Big shout out to Chris Martin, Hempful Farms. That's what we
halfway through the book, and I can't wait to have you on because I got a grip of questions.
Yeah, before we end it, I definitely want to give a couple shout outs, and that's one of them to you guys go check out Hempful Farms. Chris Martin, check out, he's got a documentary. Go listen to the episode too if you haven't listened to it. And let's see here. I want to give a couple shout outs to some music I'm listening to. Make sure you check out Sturgill Simpson, Make Art Not Friends. Check out Joey Perp 2012. Check out the new A$AP Rocky. And check out the new
A$AP
fucking...
There's a new A$AP Rocky?
Yeah. And check out the new Jimmy Eat World. Fucking...
Wow.
Yeah,
Jimmy Eat World.
Dude, Jimmy Eat World put out a song that is bad as fuck, bro. Blew me away, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, fucking. So check them out.
I want to give a shout out to This, That, and the Other podcast.
Fucking A,
from
man.
LA. Homies,
Yeah.
hope they're doing good out there. You can check them out at Binge on This on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And also the AZ80HD podcast. Michael Martin from the Strong Heart
Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Fucking A. You know who's been training with fucking Strong Heart?
Blanzia.
He has, dude. He's lost a bunch of weight. He's fucking...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's looking good,
He's
dude.
going to whoop your ass.
That's fucking good.
I'm not worried.
Word. So what's up, man? You got anything you want to promote or anyone could check you out and shit? Or?
Do I?
Just be on the lookout. Just be on the lookout. Bolo.
Let me see. I shout out Smoking Hope. That's the thing that I do with a high school buddy of mine, Jonathan Jones, who is a filmmaker too, and we feed the homeless.
Oh,
so,
badass.
Oh,
cool.
fucking really cool.
Yeah. So
where can people find that?
shout outs to that. Right now we're just starting, so it's just on the Jonathan Barbecue Instagram.
Okay.
You
cool.
check out the videos. There's links to all that stuff, and he kind of films it like documentary style. Other than that, I guess I could plug myself. At Freddie.
Yeah.
At my name, Freddie Germany at Instagram, and yeah, you can find me on Facebook. I don't do Twitter. I can't keep. That's the thing with social media.
Too much, man.
Yeah,
Too much.
That's the thing with social media. There's too much. I only just do Facebook and Instagram because it's like you got motherfucking TikTok. You got fucking
fuck
Snapchat.
all that shit.
You got all Twitter.
Like,
you got all this bullshit.
I
now,
used to not like Twitter, but I don't really post or care about Twitter as much. But the reason why I do like it is because people that inspire me on there that post, like,
I'm on there to
let's say like Elon Musk or whatever,
Yeah.
just
Or
shit
this
like that, or
this artist
or
with
yeah.
these fucking robots.
yeah,
dude.
exactly, yeah. So or
I do it just to,
We'll put the link in the bio for fucking that dude.
the robot guy.
Yeah.
I do it just to just to read other people's stuff, but I don't really post on there.
Yeah.
I just look at other people's shit. It's tough, man. Keeping up all this shit, social media stuff.
And then just one last quick comment before we end. What do you think of the Diaz Jorge Masvidal fight last night?
I thought that was bullshit.
So fucking mad, dude.
I thought they shouldn't have stopped the fight.
I know, I totally agree. I was so fucking mad, bro.
Do you think it's a fucking
Holy
a
shit.
fucking conspiracy against the fucking Diaz brothers?
Dude,
'Cause they're always fucking with
Well,
them,
this
man.
is the thing, is Nate Diaz even said, because his eye wasn't fully healed from his last fight even, but his, like, I guess the last few years, it just opened. He said you could sneeze on it and it opened. So there's not really a conspiracy of that happening.
No, I know.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
I'm talking
obviously
about them stopping it.
But obviously they're gonna make more money on a rematch. 'cause
Another
it's gonna
fight.
run it back.
Exactly.
It's disappointing because Nate Diaz's whole thing is he wants to get you in those later rounds.
Totally,
because he has
yes.
that cardio, and
He even said in the post game that he was wearing down, and he thought he was in a good spot for the round 4 and 5.
yeah, and it's just kind of I went to the restroom because I'm like, oh shit, there's 2 more rounds left. I went to the restroom, and then fucking at the end of third, and I come back and the fucking doctor stopping the shit, and I was just like,
fucking
what
hate that
the
guy.
fuck? And yeah, it's,
the whole fucking lead up to the fight was bullshit too. Everything about this fight.
oh yeah,
seems
the
fucking
little
bullshit.
scandal
Yeah.
with the drug
It just
tests and
seems
stuff.
really
It's-
cheesy. It seems really fucking cheesy to
Yeah.
be happening.
The thing, is it up there?
What?
Is that camera going?
Oh, nope, it just stopped, dude. Sorry.
All right, I guess we're out of time.
Yeah.
We're out of time. What the?
What happened?
Yeah, the battery died, dude.
Oh.
Shit,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
We're over time anyway. So.
Yeah. Change the battery.
Yeah, we will. All right, that's a. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We'll hang out for more and we'll shit.
Yeah.
Off camera. That's a wrap on episode 52 of the Bogcast.
Bang!